If you're a homeowner, you want your property's value to increase, not decrease. Many things can reduce a property's appraised value, and some of them are completely out of your control. However, there are some things that you can control. Whether you're doing it for your own peace of mind or you're preparing to sell your home, you want your appraisal to be favorable. So what are 5 things that will significantly reduce your property's appraisal value? Stick around and we'll talk about it right now. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm annemarielatulip with eXp Realty out here in the northwest suburbs of Boston. All right, so let's get started. What are the 5 things that will bring down your appraisal value? Number 1, unfavorable neighborhood conditions. Now, there's not much you can do to control this, but unfortunately, unfavorable neighborhood conditions can definitely impact your appraisal. For example, if you live near an airport, or maybe train tracks or a train station, light and sound pollution from a nearby highway, or an athletic complex could make buyers a little wary too. Of course, power plants, landfills, city dumps, they've all been proven to negatively affect your appraisal value as well. And like I said, unfortunately, there isn't much you can do about it, but as long as you're aware, then there won't be any huge surprises. Number 2, foreclosures and short sales in your general location. One of the primary factors that we as agents and also appraisers use to determine value are the comps in your area. If those nearby properties that sold were foreclosures, then unfortunately that's not great news for you. The reason is because these homes sell at under market value, therefore affecting the values of all of the surrounding homes in the area. Here's an example of how that would work. So say your house is 4 bedrooms, 2 baths, say 2,000 square feet. Now you have one comparable home in the neighborhood, same size, style, bedrooms, bathrooms. It sold for $450. Now you have another one just down the street, same thing, very similar, sells for $430. However, a third, which is identical in size, number of bathrooms and bedrooms, unfortunately was a foreclosure and sold for $300. So when an appraiser takes the average of those 3 properties, that $300,000 valuation will bring down yours and your neighbors as well. So for an appraiser, unfortunately, that will have to factor in. They have to include it. So we would need to be aware of that if we are pricing your home, and especially if we're relying on an appraisal to value your home. Now, this is one thing that you can definitely do something to improve. Number 3, poor curb appeal. Curb appeal is somebody's first impression of your home. A home with nice curb appeal obviously entices buyers and helps your home sell faster than another that might not have as good curb appeal. A home that is perceived to need a lot of work on the exterior will often make buyers very wary and sometimes make them not even want to look at it at all. Why? Because they're thinking, okay, well, what am I going to need to do to make this house look like the house next door, which has beautiful curb appeal? Number 4 is deferred or poor maintenance. So now we're switching from exterior to interior. Failing to take care of necessary maintenance in your home will almost always hurt your property's value. Even if it's not right away, it will definitely down the road. Look at it this way. The longer you sit on something small, like a leaky faucet or a leaky pipe, the worse it will get and the harder and more expensive it will be to fix down the road. If you don't know how to fix it, call somebody that does. Likely, if you've just noticed it, it's going to be a small repair, and better to get it done now than, like I said, years down the road when you're dealing with something much worse. Pay special attention to your roof, your furnace, your electrical panel, your HVAC, and definitely pest problems. Any of these repairs are repairs that you want to make immediately because all of them will greatly impact your appraised value. And number 5, which may come as a shock to some of you, I know it did to me, is too much carpeting. Once wall-to-wall carpeting, even shag carpeting, was all the rage, right? But not now. Today, too much carpeting can bring down your appraisal value. And carpet is new and smells clean and fresh, and you love the feeling of the coziness under your feet. it's great. But how about a couple of years later, after some stains or after heavy foot traffic, it's not so great anymore and can easily look dark, dingy, and just gross, right? Unless you're cleaning that carpet regularly, then it will start to really look worn very quickly, and that gives the impression of poor maintenance. Another thing that buyers will consider is allergens. That's a big thing right now. So if it's perceived that there's a lot of allergens or germs in the air from your carpets, then it will definitely impact your appraisal value. So those are the 5 main things related to your home's appraisal value. Of course, there are many more. So like I say, if you're thinking of selling, the best idea is to contact a local trusted agent or even an appraiser so that you can talk about what things you can do to improve your home's value and get a heads up on anything that might come back to negatively impact your appraisal value. As always, I hope you found that helpful. Once again, I'm Annemarie with eXp Realty. If you like my videos, please go ahead and click on that little red subscribe button, and I'll see you on my next video.